Recently, social media has had different stories of how DNA testing is causing misery in homes and communities as people try to ascertain the paternity of their children. DNA can be done for ascertaining the father or mother of the child. There are majorly 5 categories of DNA, and these are peace of mind DNA, where parents need to be sure whether the child belongs to them; legal DNA test, where authorities want to ascertain the paternity of a child; immigration DNA; and DNA profile and Y chromosome DNA testing.
Any man or woman, commonly a man, can walk to the lab and have their DNA tested and profiled. The profile is given back to that person, and it's kept on the will, or it is kept with his family lawyer, or friends, or with even the wife. If this profile of the late is there, then it is easier, this child is tested, and then the profile compared with the existing profile already, and then we are able to establish whether this late man was actually the biological father of the child, and the child at least gets her belonging.
The Archbishop of Gulu Diocese, Bishop John Baptist Odama, says people need to abide by religious teachings.
Should we go on like this? No. Let us resolve very clearly to follow what was being taught to us traditionally long time ago. A girl must remain virgin until marriage. And also the same, the boy must remain constrained from moving to anybody else until he gets married to a girl. And the two, once they are married, not going to any other person except commitment to themselves. Then we shall have moral sobriety.
The Bishop of Catholic Diocese of Lodwar in Kenya, Bishop John Mbinda, says DNA is good science but should not be used for wrong reasons.
I believe it's a sure way of identifying paternity or maternity of a child, and if it is not done with ill effects, I think ill intentions, I think it's a good way of helping children to know their parents. And I think on the side of the church, I don't think whether the church is against this, because so long as it's a viable way of moving forward in a family, for us, the most important thing is to establish stable families that are God-fearing and that are guided by the principles of faith.
While appearing on UBC Weekly program U Health Chat, the Director MBN Clinical Laboratories and lecturer at Makerere University College of Health Sciences, Dr. Freddie Bwanga, explained the relevance of DNA.
Now, the still under peace of mind, the mother of the child may not be sure of who the biological father of this child is. Sometimes the mother said, around that time I had more than one friend, partner, and I don't know exactly who made me pregnant. So she will also request for a DNA test with a particular man, and then we find the truth, and then she's happy with the results. And then she will be able to, they will be able to take care of that child. Sometimes the relatives are the ones who are not sure. So the relatives can actually put up a very big wall. I think the ladies who are watching my presentation now know this very well. If the relatives say, that child is not ours, oh, the other one is our child, but he or she is lost somewhere. If that claim comes up from relatives, the lady who is in that family, her life is very difficult until something is done to prove or to disprove.
But what assurance is there to ensure accurate DNA results?
That particular thing is mitigated by the systems that have been designed for this test, because this test is not an ordinary malaria test. This is a test which has implications for the child. And the child actually is the most important thing we look at. We must protect the rights of the what? The child. So in that way, everything is done in a perfect manner.
Reverend Canon Evat Mugarura, lecturer at Uganda Christian University in the Department of Public Health, however, commended government's move to regulate DNA testing on grounds that it will help to catch those men who intentionally deny their responsibility.
There is no cause for alarm. For me, DNA if it can solve the problem of unfaithfulness in our marriages and this irresponsible behavior where you want to go throwing children everywhere without support, I think we'll have a better society, responsible society.
So if the Ministry of Health comes in to regulate this, that's a very good thing. And probably more players will come on board who are going to do this work professionally, not to do it the way probably things might happen in case everyone is left just to do
as they please.
As they please.
In Uganda, there are 2 DNA testing entities, Government Analytical Laboratory and MBN. Adia Nakuti compiled this report.